Good morning, students. Hope you are well. Today, we are going to study something very interesting. Something that all of you love eating. Can you tell me what is this? Look at the picture. What is there in this picture? Yes, biscuits. Something that all children love to eat. So children, today we are going to learn how biscuits are made. So let us begin. First you need to know that a biscuit is so crisp and tasty. We all love biscuits. What is the meaning of crisp? Crisp means making a sharp noise when bitten. Like when you eat wafers or when you eat something that is hard, you make noises with your mouth when you bite them. Those things are called crispy foods. So even biscuits that are hard are crispy and tasty. Can you think of some other crispy and tasty foods? I have given you an example of wafers. You can think of some more foods. We get different types of biscuits in shops. They come in colorful packets. So children, when you go shopping with mummy and daddy and when you go to the biscuit section, you can see so many different biscuit packets. All of them have different colors. They are big or small. And then you select which biscuit you like. So all the biscuits come in different packets. They are made in a factory. What is a factory, children? Can you see that picture at the side? They are making biscuits in a biscuit factory. So a factory is a building where things are made using machines. And then when they are ready, they are packed and sold. Some of our parents also go to office and they work in different factories. So what is a factory, children? A building where things are made. But how are biscuits made in a factory? Let's find out. Step 1. So what is the first step in making a biscuit? The recipe. Recipe means a set of instructions or steps for preparing a particular dish, including a list of the ingredients or things required to make it. So children, recipe means all the steps and the things that are required to make some food dish. Let me give you a simple example. In your house, when you feel thirsty during summer when it is very hot, you must be having nimbu pani. What is the recipe of nimbu pani? Can you tell me how do you make nimbu pani? Correct. First you'll take a lemon, limbu. and you'll cut it in half. Then you'll take a glass. You'll fill the glass with water. Then you'll squeeze that lemon and put all the juice in the glass of water. And then to make it sweet, you will add some sugar to it and stir it with a spoon and drink it. So children, all these steps that you have done to make Nimbu Pani come under recipe. So hope you understood the meaning of recipe. Recipe is nothing but all the steps that are used to make some dish. Now let's see step 2. Now children, in step 2, once you have the recipe and you know how to make your dish, you have to buy the things that are required. Those things are called as ingredients. So step 2 is get the ingredients. What are ingredients? All the things that need to be used to make a biscuit. Now children, can you tell me what will be the ingredients when you're making Nimbu Pani at home? So what are the things that you will use to make Nimbu Pani? Lemon, water and sugar. So I hope you understood the meaning of ingredients. Ingredients are all the things that are required to make a food dish. Now let's see the next step in making biscuits once they have got all the ingredients. So step 3 is how to weigh. Weigh means how to take that much amount. Map. Now there are different ways. Sometimes we use cups. Like for example in Nimbu Pani, how much water did you take? 1 cup of water. So 1 cup is your weight. Sometimes we use spoons. How many spoons of sugar you added in your Nimbu Pani? 1 spoon of sugar. So here in this case, we measured using a spoon. Sometimes they use a weighing scale. Do you know what's a weighing scale? When you go to doctor makes you stand on a weighing scale and takes your weight or your wazan. Just like you take your weight, we have a smaller weighing scale for foods. So when you have to weigh foods, you can also use a weighing scale. So children, in step 3, you have to decide how much of each ingredient you will use. And then you have to weigh your ingredients, just like you did in Nimbu Pani. So this was step 3 while making biscuits. Now let's go to step 4. Now that you have all the ingredients and you know how much you have to mix, what is the next step? Yes, let's mix them all together. So step 4 is add all the ingredients required. Once you've added your ingredients, you have to mix them well. Now children, for biscuits, when they mix flour and liquid, it makes a soft mixture. This soft mixture is called dough. D-O-U-G-H. How do we say that? Dough. So what is dough? A thick, soft mixture of flour. Flour means atta. And liquid. Liquid can be water or milk. When we mix this, we get a soft mixture. This we call as dough. Can you see the picture? How they are mixing the flour and the liquid, and what are they getting in the container? Dough. Now children, this is how they make biscuits. In your house, when mummy makes chapatis, do you all ever see her? Next time please go and watch mummy. First, mummy will take the atta in a big thali. Then slowly she'll add water and mix the water and the atta. Slowly all the mixture will come together and it will become a soft ball. That is also called as dough. So this is step 4 of making biscuits, where the dough is formed. But this dough will be like a big round ball. So let's see what they do next. In step 5, they'll knead the dough. What is the meaning of knead? Correct. When mummy makes chapati ka atta and when she's mixing and it all comes together into a dough, she still keeps on massaging and pressing and hitting that dough. Why? So that it becomes more softer and nicer. This massaging is called as knead. K-N-E-A-D. Knead. So knead is when you massage or squeeze the mixture with your hands. You can knead atta for chapati, or even when you're mixing clay and massaging it and then it becomes a nice soft ball, we call that also as knead. So step 5 is knead the dough. Now children, you should try helping mummy knead chapati ka atta at home. You'll have a lot of fun and mummy will be happy that you helped her. So do try this kneading at home. Now in step 6, that big ball of dough is rolled out into a flat sheet. Can you see in the picture? Yes, the dough is rolled out flat. Same way how after mummy rolls the dough with the chapati ka latna, the chapati becomes flat. In the same way, they make biscuits. They roll the dough flat. Now let's see the next step. Once it is flat, they cut out the dough into biscuit shapes. So can you see all those circles? Those are all biscuits that are now cut. Now let's see the next step. The next step is baking. Do you all know what is baking, children? Just like cooking, we use cooking food, but it's done on the gas. But for baking, it is when you cook some types of food like bread, biscuits, cakes, cookies, but you require a machine called as an oven. So baking is done in the oven. So you have to put your biscuits that you have cut into circles into the oven and bake them. Baking is done when the oven is very hot. You can't even touch it. So after it is done, the biscuits become very hot. So the next step is you have to cool the biscuits once they are ready. And after the biscuits have cooled down, then you can see if they are baked properly. So the eighth step is baking in the oven. And in step 9, once your biscuits are baked properly, you have to pack them into lovely colorful packets. And then once your packets are ready, you will send them to all the shops and stores and supermarkets so that the children can buy those biscuits and eat them. So finally, children, we've made the biscuits in the factory and sold them to the shops. So our biscuits are all done and ready. Now let's answer some questions on this chapter. First question, write down the meaning of these words. The first word is factory. So children, what is a factory? Yes, a place where things are made using machines and then they are packed and sold. Next word is recipe. What's a recipe? I gave you an example of recipe for Nimbu Pani. So recipe is all the steps or instructions that are required to make a dish. Next word is ingredients. What are ingredients? All the things needed to make a particular food. And the last one is dough. Dough means like chapati dough. So what is the meaning of dough? A thick soft mixture of flour and liquid. Now let's see the next question. Read it along, children. Prepare a simple flow chart with 3 to 5 steps for any task of your choice. Do you know what is a flow chart, children? A flow chart is a short way of showing how things are done step by step. Like for example over here, drinking milk flow chart is drawn for you. So children, first you will write the first step in a box. So the first step is you will take a glass or a cup. Now when you're moving to the next step, you will show an arrow and then put the next step in the second box. So what is your second step? You will pour milk in the glass. In this way, draw another arrow to move to the third step and write the third step in the third box. So the third step is you will add sugar to your milk. Then again an arrow and write the fourth step in the fourth box. What will you do after adding sugar? Stir it with a spoon. And once your milk is ready, the fifth step will be drink it all up. And finally, wash the glass. So children, from step 1 till the last step, it is flowing with arrows. So this is the way you show a flow chart. You can take any example that you want. Any drink that you like, any food that you like, and show a flow chart. Like even an example of simple Nimbu Pani. I explained it to you. You can show that using a flow chart just like it's shown in the example of drinking milk. So please draw this flow chart at home. Now children, given here is a recipe for making naan katai at home. I hope you all have eaten naan katai. Naan katai are soft biscuits. Read this carefully and make a list of all the ingredients or the things that go into a naan katai. So children, at home, read this entire list of steps to make a naan katai and then you decide which are the ingredients and make a list of all the ingredients for making naan katai. Let me give you one example. Maida is there. So maida is an ingredient. Just like that, search the other ingredients and make a list. Please do this as your home activity. Another home activity is once you've eaten your biscuits, collect wrappers of different kinds of biscuits or cookies. These wrappers, paste them in your book. Now, write down the name of the biscuit, the name of the company that makes it. Also, if you see the packet, there will be the date when the packet was made. That is called as date of packing or manufacturing. Note down that date. There will be another date which is called as use by or expiry date. That date means you have to eat your biscuits before that date or they will get spoiled. So note down the use by or expiry date also from the packet. You can also find the place where the biscuits were made, whether they were made in India or in some other country. Note that down. Then note down the price on the packet, the cost of the biscuit. And last, in a table, all the ingredients will be written. Also copy down the ingredients of the biscuit. By doing this, children, you will learn a lot of things about how to read about biscuit packets and get information. So next time when you go to the supermarket or shops, you can take a biscuit packet, read and check everything, and then buy it. So please try this at home. That's all for today, children. I hope you like this topic. It was something different and interesting. Please do your home activities. Also, you can try making biscuits or naan katais with mummy at home. Thank you, children, and have a nice day.